Hello, welcome back to a video, and I thought I'd show you this princess from the train set. Showed this before, R3A, and I recently got the remagnetizer from Ronald Dodd, and I thought I'd try it on this one, and it was a good runner anyway, so I got it out of the box and gave it a little drop of oil, and I remagnetized it, and the slow running is really good now. So let's have a look at some crawling, which you don't usually associate with these earlier models. Yeah, and that's on about 30% on there, and she's quite happily gonna just carry on like that, which, you know, before I think she probably would have stalled at some point. So let's see if she gets over this point. Yeah, no problem there. And it is, it's very nice and slow, isn't it? It's a bit cruel because this is a first radius bend here, so yeah, she's gonna do it, is she? Is she gonna do it? That is very slow, isn't it? Yeah, she got round. So let's gently speed her up, shall we? Yeah, that's a decent speed. That's still a bit slow, isn't it, for a train set? And I've got a couple of other princesses just to show you their sort of evolution over the years. This one, as you can see, they've just got two safety valves on top of the firebox, which is strange because the original princess that the Lines brothers took over from, is it Richmond Plastics or something, actually had the four safety valves, but they were moulded in plastic, and when they gave this a metal chassis and everything, they changed the mould, and they've just put two, well, they are brass I suppose, but they've changed them to just the two. So let's bring round a later one. This one over here is Princess Elizabeth again, but from 1984. So let's bring that one round and then have a little look at this one. Now this is tender drive, and we'll stop that one there. And there you go. You can see that there's basically, they got the shape correct, although it could almost be a black 5, the top of that boiler, couldn't it? The trying one here is from the late 50s, so it's got the separate dome and top feed, and this model from 1984 is of the early 50s version, where it was domeless. That's just the top feed there, and but it has got nice shiny valve gear, a bit clumsy perhaps, but it's nice and shiny. It's got nice shiny wheels. All you know, the metalwork's nice and bright, which I quite like. And if we can, is it focusing today? Are we going to focus on that? Yes, we are. There you go. That's pretty good for 1984, isn't it? The lining's pretty good. There you go, 7p. Not yet an 8p. Oh, she's gone out of focus again. There we are, Princess Elizabeth. So I thought that was a pretty good model for 1984. And then, of course, the only upgrade they really did was having them made in China. They made the valve gear finer and blackened it. Probably more scale wheels. But the body was not that much changed. So we'll have a look at the Chinese one from the early 2000s. So hold on a minute. Right, let's bring him, see if we can bring them both round. He can go that way, and there you go, he can go that way, and this one can come round this way. Let's hope they don't quite catch up. So this is the Loco Drive one from 2001, and it's almost a carbon copy, isn't it, the tender? But this one has got some nice detailing on the back. I don't know whether I'll actually be able to focus on those little bits there, but they are legible. Let's see if we can. Whoops. Almost see that, can't we? So that's the major improvement, I think, the graphics. And they've got the slightly better lining on the boiler. This is Elizabeth's sister, Margaret. And there's the valve gear, which is okay. But it's a bit thin, you know. You wouldn't like to put too much weight behind this, because the force on that rear one, where the motor engages on that rear axle, pushing all that weight, you'd think it'd probably bend the coupling rod. But here we are, nice little plate in there, builder's plate. I don't know whether we're going to focus on that. Not quite, is it? And yeah, basically, and this one is some of them came with the separate dome and top feed from the beginning, I think, but they're all be pretty accurate with these models. They usually get them right. So yes, it's quite a, let's move that one along, and you can see how much shorter if we line up the buffers roughly. There we are, that's roughly level. So if we start there and go down, there's quite a difference, isn't there? It's about an inch difference, but this is basically a toy, really, this one. But I just thought I'd show you that, because it runs really well now. It's almost on a par with the more modern ones. So I mean, that tender coal looks remarkably similar to this one here, doesn't it? Yep. I think the latest one with the flickering firebox and the fixed truck under the cab is probably slightly more detailed, but it's a lot of money. This one I got in this virtually new condition for about £60, so a little while back, about a year ago I think. But you don't want to spend £200 on an engine, do you really? So anyway, I thought you'd like to see that. Let's run the old girl round again, nice and gently, and get some nice acceleration on her now. Watch her coming. Yeah. Very good. Okay. I'll see you all again soon. Bye for now.